Well, hello there, world. It's me, Macuahuitl man. Up until now, you've probably never heard of me. Before we go any further, I'd like to say, I know you're supposed to pronounce it Macuahuitl. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure. But for the ease of pronunciation and how this video will flow, we're just gonna say Macuahuitl, because that's easier for most people to say. If you don't know what a Macuahuitl is, it's an Aztec razor sword. Traditionally made with wood and obsidian because they didn't have that kind of metalworking in the Americas at the time. Which is actually how I came to be the guy making them. I don't really have a lot of tools or equipment, much less for metalworking, so when I stumbled upon ZNA Productions' video for making Macuahuitls with razor blades, I said, wow, I'm gonna do that. And then I did. And I fell in love with the whole process of doing it, even though I didn't have the right tools. And generally speaking, it came out somewhat ugly. But you know, you keep doing it and you get better, and eventually it's not so ugly. And then you get confident enough to put it out into the world where a bunch of wombats will see it and say, oh yeah, that's not too ugly. And you're like, oh, thanks guys. Or at least that's how I'm hoping it goes. In any case, you might be thinking, does Macuahuitl man make anything other than Macuahuitls? Well, of course he does, because, you know, you can't really just, like, fucking make one kind of thing. Well, I mean, you could, but it just gets a little boring. So, you know, I've made some other types of, war clubs, and I've definitely experimented with that Macuahuitl style, you know? Couple of different types of things. Made a tomahawk that splits into two tomahawks, because, you know, one isn't enough if you're a real badass. I'm just kidding. But anyway, aside from weapon building, I also do some gardening. I want to be an urban homesteader when I'm a little older, when I get my own house, I guess. I do some minor wood carving. I just started recently. I made a cat the other day. It was pretty ugly. My mom thought it was a bear, and I said, oh, that's how you know you failed. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll get better eventually, I hope. As you can probably tell, I'm not one of those guys who's always on his phone taking pictures and filming stuff, which is why I'm hoping that this video isn't too bad. And if it is, well, you know, if I keep doing this, hopefully I'll get better and I'll get some equipment like a microphone. Sorry about my voice. A lot of people have said that I have like this weird, you know, thing going on. I don't know what you would call it. But a lot of people don't like it. Then again, a lot of other people do. So, if you're in that camp, I appreciate you. I'd like to give some thanks to Eli from ZNA Productions. He's the first guy on YouTube I found who did the kind of stuff that I like to watch. He was a big inspiration for me. My name is Jesse Ariano. I'm 18 years old. I just graduated from high school, I think. You know, it was the time of coronavirus and I didn't care about graduation, so I didn't keep up with all that. But it's the new semester and they haven't bothered me, so I'm guessing that I'm good, you know? Real good. Scratching head. Thinking thoughts. My favorite movie is Scott Pilgrim, or maybe it's The Fantastic Mr. Fox. I don't know, depends on what mood I'm in, but I'll definitely say that Scott Pilgrim had a big influence on my life, considering I watched it when I was like 8, I think. You know, I was sitting there in front of the TV and I was looking like Knives Chow the first time she hears them play. And it just started from there. I watch it at least once a year, you know, in the winter, because you need that ambiance. It's almost like a religious thing. I'm not ashamed to say it. um, my favorite colors, turquoise and red. My favorite foods. Well, I'm a big fan of pizza, but you know, you gotta keep it traditional with your tamales and your pozole. I love corn, as you can tell. Gotta love corn. I'm a big enthusiast of corn growing in my backyard. Why? I don't know. Corn is life. Or something like that. At least it was for the earlier guys, my predecessors. And I guess that connection stuck. Well, in any case, hopefully you enjoyed this video and you'll stick around long enough to see me actually post like a build or, you know, something interesting other than, you know, just introducing myself. I'm sure there are plenty of things I do you'll find interesting, and if you keep watching, I'm sure you'll see some progress in my life, okay? I don't know words, alright? I don't have this eloquency you speak of. Yeah, I literally know nothing about filming, and I bet you it shows. But hey, hopefully I'll keep making some stuff, and I'll learn some stuff along the way, and a couple of years you'll see there's a big difference, maybe, if I keep doing this. If it's worth doing, I don't know. We'll see. That being said, I'm not trying to make any money off of YouTube. It's really more of a way to put myself out into the world for people to find me. Because you know, these days, if you're not on the internet, you don't exist. Depressing. Well, yeah, I think that's a wrap, isn't it?
Cuss you are. The cuss am I? Are you cussing with me?
No, you cussing with me?
Don't cuss and point
You're
at
gonna
me.
cuss with somebody. You're not gonna cuss with me, you little
cuss.
cuss.
With me. Just by the tree.